We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 1:35 p.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. Full strength on 42 vision and call options went up 300% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support and breaking through key resistance levels. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. The home run day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run day was from our Netflix bot. Our Netflix bot sent out a bull indicator at 12:35 p.m. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area of white with red borders to multiple bright green bars. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, canceling out the bear indicator from up here at 509 back on Monday and back under a bull indicator at the 501 level. Not that far off of where the last bull indicator popped up at the 520 cent level. You could see how it was used as support multiple times in the day and even here in the after hours. But this bull indicator that popped up at 501 level, it actually went ahead and got canceled by a bear indicator up here at the 504 level. So lots of volatility here and key levels to not ignore going into tomorrow, which we're going to break down in just a moment with our inflow versus outflow. But it wasn't just the SPY back under a bear indicator. You have here the QQQ canceling out that bull indicator from 422 with a bear indicator at 425. You have Tesla here. It was under a bull indicator in the first half of the day at 180 and a bear indicator popped up at 182. And same thing here with Apple, right? A bear indicator popping up and dominating at the 171 level. So multiple stocks here having volatility and ending the day with a bear indicator, something to not overlook here. And we have the SPY here fighting at a critical support, which is the 500 level. We broke that down in yesterday's video and we talked about it going into the after hours as it was pushing downwards towards 503. If that got broken through, 500 was going to be crucial. And to the upside, we broke back up above key resistance levels and slowed down at critical levels where things actually fought to stay above here in the last several days, and finally broke through yesterday and today rejected sharply. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here in the bigger picture. So if those of you that have looked at the news and what was going on today, you had Jay Powell come out and talk, and he stated he's keeping rates the same. I don't think the market's like that. That means higher for longer. It could create volatility, and that's something to not ignore. And I broke that down when we were way up here at the 520 level when we first started to pull back, that it should be no surprise if we do, because this volatility of the upward momentum, right, for the last several months has been due to the pricing in of several rate cuts. And right now, it's looking like less rate cuts than priced in, and that's something to not overlook. Now, we're back under a bull indicator here at the 500 level. It continues to fight and stay above it. It's at 501.60 right now in the aftermarket hours. It's going to be crucial for inflows to follow to justify that. And in the volatility on the 15-minute, it had been under a bull indicator since 550 level. All day it ranged in a tight area between 500 and 502. And then it broke out towards 508 and a bear indicator popped up at the 505.50 area. So right now it's dominated by a bear indicator, and it's going to be crucial any push up for inflows to follow and get this canceled with a bull indicator. I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with the SPY stock having inflows picking up since yesterday, and this was going to be crucial, right? For any push upwards, inflows needed to cross, and you can see once that crossover happened going into the second half of the day, those inflows reflected sharply into these charts, right? Things went from 500 to 508, slowed down, and once those outflows began and crossed over, we are having a divergence now in the after hours with inflows below the midpoint, even though it's really close there on the 30-minute, and the stock slightly going upwards. So it's going to be crucial to justify this move and anything higher for these inflows to cross back over. Now, when we go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, through this volatility, why did it reject so sharply and not have enough strength? Well, outflows were so low since yesterday at -8 and -9 that now it rejected as it went up. Right there sharply, it hit a highest point of -0.69, and here it is at -3.05, and it's red. If this pulls further away, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. So in the bigger picture, inflows never crossed, and things sharply dropped because of the weight of these outflows still dominating. Now in the volatility, you could see that crossover on the 15-minute going upwards, hitting a high here of 8.30 and then quickly coming back down. Now in the volatility of the 15-minute, we are seeing inflows trying to push up and head towards the midpoint to cross it. And if it pulls back down, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And the first support I'll be watching is 500. Then below that is 498. And then comes 495. Now to the upside, if these inflows do cross over and continue to push upwards and reflect that strength into these charts, get a bull indicator in the process and roll those inflows and that strength over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, the first resistance is 503, then comes 505, and then I'll be watching the 508 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as they're trying to pick up on the 15-minute and green, really close to the midpoint and really close here on the 30-minute as well. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.